What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Aha, and we're returning for some more Aha demos, at least partially unreleased. That is to say, we're going to move to the deluxe edition of Lifelines, released in 2019, though the original album is 2002. And we're going to begin with The Breakers, a track I've reacted to in Savoy form from their 2004 self-titled album, which featured Jimmy Gnecco on vocals, though I don't think I realized that when I did the reaction, in part and in my partial defense, because I think Jimmy and Paul do have rather similar voices in general. Perhaps Jimmy's is a bit more expressive in certain moments, but ultimately I think they're not all that far away. Hello, Luca, where did you come from? She just emerged. But yes, so I do know this song in the Savoy version, and my understanding is that it's not terribly different, though I am keen to hear it with presumably Morten, maybe Paul, on vocals. In any case, I do wonder why the decision was made maybe not to put this on Lifelines, but I'm happy that eventually it was released as part of the deluxe edition, so let's give it a listen. This is a demo from Aha for the song The Breakers, which would later appear on the 2004 Savoy album.
Still recall the time, sitting in the sand and watch the breakers as they roll upon the shore. You just walked right up to me, heaven has around, you've had no takers to take you far away from here. Then I come along to hold your hand. It's alright, 'cause I feel the engines pulling us towards a new day's light. Everything's down and it's okay, 'cause I feel the engines humming and it's taking us away. I've been seeing you around, sitting on the sand and watching breakers as they roll on the shore. You've always had your friends around. There's something you should know. I think they're fakers. I'm the only one you need. Here I come along to hold your hand. Everything is off, but that's just fine, 'cause I see the engine running down the straight white line. Everything goes wrong, but that's alright, 'cause I hear the engine running and it penetrates the night. Where do we go from here? Stepping into thin air. How do we work it out? Where do we check our doubts? Everything is up but it's alright, 'cause I feel the engines pulling us towards a new day's light. Everything is down and it's okay, 'cause I feel the engines humming and it's taking us away. Everything is off, but that's just fine, 'cause I see the engine running down the straight white line. Everything goes wrong, but that's alright, 'cause I hear the engine running and it penetrates the night.
I like that it faded with, at least in part, that heavier guitar sound. And indeed, for an Aha song, it sounds maybe a bit more guitar heavy, a bit more guitar intense than a number of their other tunes. Even as you get into the 90s and perhaps they sound a bit less electronic, a bit more natural instrument, I feel like you don't often hear these like heavy chords if we're talking about the studio recordings, meaning I have very much come to know that that bluesy rock feel of a lot of their live performances from the 90s leading into the early 2000s, that is actually a staple of their sound from that time. But yes, just something about the guitars, they really sound like they should be, quote unquote, a Savoy song. So given what I said at the beginning, it feels like maybe that was part of the process of deciding that, like, well, you know, are we going to use this? And then Paul's thinking, well, if we're not going to use this, then I'm definitely going to use it for a Savoy album. So, yeah, there's part of me that thinks it went to the right place in the end. That being said, I think that was Morten, and his vocals, though different from the ones from the Savoy version, are equally compelling, and they give it a slightly different flavor. So sonically, I think it's more or less in the same, or at least very, very similar territory, but the changed vocals, I think, do give it a bit different of a flavor, and I enjoy very much the expression of the chorus, like his vocals in the chorus, and the idea of the, you know, the boat, and having this sense of, what's the right word? I suppose an ability to have your own bubble, to have your own place, and indeed for that place to be dynamic and to be mobile. There's a character of that comes through with these vocals that's maybe slightly different from the ones I remember from Jimmy in the Savoy version. So yeah, again, maybe it's my brain, you know, really trying to find some differences, but overall, I suppose it is fair to say that it is quite similar. But yes, it's another example where I think a-ha's prolific creativity means that they left behind some tunes for their own albums that very much could have been part of their records, and I don't think there would have been a loss of anything, or indeed I think it would have been on the level that people know and expect from them, and yet it makes sense to me in a way that this ended up on a Savoy album. So yeah, a cool demo. As I said, there's a few others. In the moment, I'm forgetting which ones were not released at all, which ones may have only had a very limited or exclusive release, but then were put out later on this Lifelines deluxe edition. But yes, a few more of them to go. Luca has been conveniently and partially in my way down here, so yeah, I wish he would have come up. In any case, I'm going to do a live reaction more from the DVD audio of the Live at Valhalla performance in this same batch, so I'll see you in a moment for that. Peace.